by the head coach of Orlando Pirates Football Club, Coach Jose Rivero. Welcome, Coach, as well as our club captain, Innocent Mayana. Welcome here. We'll hand over to the floor if there are any questions for both the coach and Ino on the match, on the preparation.
Good morning, gentlemen. I think the question is for both of you, maybe from coach's perspective and players. Playing at FNB, it's a home game in inverted commas. You've had a good history, playing at FNB Stadium. Does it make any, difference? And also playing away from Miss Kudin, how does the technical team feel about it as well as the players?
Skipper.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning. For us as players, we know that we will play in that soccer city. We know the challenges that we're facing, but I also believe that it's an opportunity for us, to play in an amazing stadium, an opportunity for us to showcase our talents, to show what kind of a team that we are. So I think, that's the thinking on our behalf, to make sure that we create the opportunity with both ends and follow the gameplay like we always do.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. For me, I have zero doubts that our fans will make us feel home also there. The atmosphere that we are all expecting for that game is one of those special ones. We have the opportunity as a team, as a group to like the captain said, to make sure that we perform in the level that all that people that is coming to the game is expecting from us, and hopefully together with them we can have a good game on Sunday.
Take the next three questions. By show of hands. Next two. The next two. Jabul at the back and Chad. Okay.
Coach Benjamin Rendasokaladu. Mine is looking at where the league block is, and they're looking at the last game that you went to Pretoria and the results. Do you treat this game differently? You are chasing them in the league title and looking at this is time to revenge the defeat?
No, not at all. Not to the three questions. It's just one more game, an opportunity to collect 3 points, an opportunity to finish in a good space, an opportunity to get an extra boost of confidence for all the challenges that we are going to face in the last part of the season as a team, as a club, which is not a minor thing. All the special and important games that we are going to play after the FIFA break. So all of those components together are making that game special. That's all.
Juggling it from News 24. Coach, what is it that gives you confidence that the title race is still on when you're looking at the amount of points that Pirates have dropped compared to the team that you're playing against?
The first of all, my players, knowing what they are capable to do, knowing how they are willing and ready to compete, how hungry they are, our capacity as a technical staff as well to try to help them to achieve what they want to achieve. So there's nothing around us that can make me feel not or anything else than positive and optimistic. If you have a look of our performances so far in every competition, I think we've been part so far of one of the best teams in Pirates history. It's about you. If you want to look in the same direction, with the same perspective. But that's the way we look at our situation right now. It's something that nobody can discuss. The numbers are there, so why should I look at the challenge in which direction exactly you want me to look at? We have to be positive because we have reasons to be positive. It's a fact. It depends how you want to put it, but it's just a fact. And you can also have a look of the games that we play in the league and the games that our opponent or the team who is in the top of the league played already. So it's unreal. The lock, you said the lock, right? And still everything possible and in our hands. Obviously, we have to perform in the level that the challenge requires, but there's a lot of things still to say.
Coach, Chad, CBC Sports, in a long time. A few questions, and you won't allow me. You're obviously in the final few months of the 3-year contract you signed when you arrived. How big of a factor is winning the league, perhaps to add to your legacy of winning silverware at the club? And would it have any impact on your future beyond the 3-year contract that's running up at the end of the season?
I think we have to focus in the next game. It's a press conference about the game against Mamelodi Sundowns. It's not a personal interview to talk about my future or how important whatever is coming is going to be for me. This is about Orlando Pirates. It's about having an important game in 2 days. We're trying to get ready after 3 tough games in a row since performances, good results, the possibility to find ourselves again in a cup semi-final. So I think there's a lot of things to talk about the team and what's coming for them. And I think the
We'll take the next 3 batch of questions, starting with was your hand raised? Okay. So that's 2. Third question? Noted.
So much for sports coach and skipper. This is a big match. Of course, which is a big match temperament. Without a doubt, your players have that. But how have you had any probably special attention, paid any special attention to the younger ones, looking at the magnitude of the match and what might be expected on the field, the younger players?
Yeah, I think first you've already mentioned that this group has earned the right to have that big match temperament. And I think at this stage where we are now, we don't refer to certain players as young. No, not anymore. I think we are at the same level now. I think everyone has shown that they are more than capable of taking the responsibility on their shoulders. So yeah, I think the team, the guys, everyone involved is cool-headed, calm, and like the coach has already said, we are starting with our preparations, making sure that we recover, making sure that we are fit and feeling fresh as possible for the encounter that is coming ahead. So yeah, I think everyone is. I mean, we've gained the experience now to play such big matches. We've earned that experience. I think also the coach has shown, what this team has been displaying throughout the season. There's no doubt about that, how strong and excellent we've been. So yeah, everyone is good, everyone is calm, relaxed, and we're looking forward to the next fixture.
Coach. Oh,
I have nothing else to add.
Coach, I think the last couple of weeks have been challenging. A lot of traveling, a lot of matches back to back. When you sit in your own apartment, what keeps you going? What makes you want to take this club in a high level? What motivates you to want to reach different and higher levels? If you already said that this club has achieved a lot under you already, but what makes you want to go on and on and on and on?
Well, obviously, I mean, can give you the standard answer. It's my responsibility. It's the mandate is why I'm sitting here. It's what the club is expecting from me, and if you've been around time enough and you know these guys and ourselves as well, I think we are a different type of animal. This is what we like. This is what we love. We love to compete. We love to face challenges, and we know that our professions are going beyond the time that we spend here together on the field. For us as a technical staff, for the players as well, they are football players 24 hours. The moment that they don't do it, they're not going to be at the level that this scenario is asking to us. And for us as a technical staff, it's the same. If you want to, in my position, if you want to improve the team, if you want to analyze the game, if you want to learn, if you want to continue studying the game, it's a never-ending story. You will never finish. I mean, there's not a time for us that you say, okay, sharp, we know everything now, you know, whatever. It's you never stop. So, you know, we for a big club, we playing for a lot of people. There's millions of people who is all the time, you know, that their lives are better or not, you know, depending on what we do on the field. So there's a lot of components. It's our nature, first of all, is the responsibility, and it's also our intention to, why not, to influence in people's life in a positive way. So, and then the complexity of the game will never allow you to say, okay, you know, I think that from now on, the rest of my career, I can just apply what I know. This is a constant opportunity to learn and to try to do new things, sometimes taking the risks, sometimes just doing what some other people is doing as well. So, yeah, I think you got enough.
Sharp.
Sharp, sharp.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Coach. You're not a big fan of squad rotation, and of late you have been forced.
What is rotation? Let's define what it means, rotation, before I answer, because I don't think that we're talking about the same thing.
Rotation, in my own understanding, Coach, is giving other players a chance that haven't been playing much.
No. From my side, just before you continue with the question, rotation is I have one team playing in PE, and then we go into playing all Peter Mokaba, and I rotate my team. That's a rotation, or 80% of the team, let's say. That's you know, it's like you are planning in advance. I'm playing in PE, I'm playing in Polokwane, and now I play in Stellenbosch, so I will rotate the team here and there. That's a rotation. Refresh the team. Adapt yourself to the inconveniences of, you know, playing against Super Sport and Talente gets injured, for example. Maybe it was not in the plan to not play Talente against Stellenbosch, but we have to do it. That's a different thing. You understand what I mean? So rotations is not adaptations to the circumstances or refreshing one or two players or doing tactical changes. It's a pre-concept of how the week is gonna look for you. So because the fact that we have a lot of players in the squad, we will use all of them, you know, in that sense. It's okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, then something new, Coach. Don't worry. I'll take the next three questions. Okay, haven't had an opportunity to ask. Kamu haven't, Chet you noted, and Willie noted, but you've asked already. Have you had an opportunity to ask? Yeah? Okay, we'll take these three. Yeah. Starting with him, Kamu, and Chet.
My question will go to the speaker. I'm sure you've seen how where the log standings are, where you are, where they are. Do you think that your team has pressure to win Sunday?
I think every game that we play, we have pressure to win. It's in us, it's in our nature. That is why we're playing for Orlando Pirates, a big club. So every game that we play to win. Every game that we still have to play, you know, it's in us that we think of going into the game. First and foremost, making sure that we perform to our level, and then the results will take care of itself. That's the mindset we've always had ever since we started, you know, with our coach, and that's the mindset that we will have going forward.
Good morning, Coach. Looking at your team from how you started the season up until at this point in time, would you say that you are happy with the trajectory that the team has taken? I mean, bearing in mind probably these games that you thought you would have won, in order to, to keep the chase going as it stands right now, because looking at the games in hand that you have, so would you say that from how you started the season up until now, you're happy with the trajectory of the team?
In terms of numbers, outcome, performances, all everything. The numbers are there. It's about you if you want to have a look or not. I'm not here to look smart, telling you, all the good things that we have done so far this season. It's about you if you want to do it or not. But the numbers are there. If you ask me now about my personal feeling, I'm better than ever with the group, with the football that they have been playing since day one in pre-season, with the capacity of overcome problems during the season, to the capacity of resilience that they are showing, everything which is in our control. Results are not in our control. And every time we're going to compete, there is an opponent. And sometimes they are better than us, even though we try everything in order to get the result that we are looking for. So if I have to do an evaluation of the team, I think there's no one, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Of course, everybody can have a different opinion. It goes without saying, but I don't think that people cannot feel proud of this group this season. It's, in my eyes, just impossible, because even when they are not getting the result, they're doing everything. Nobody can say this season that Pirates was not fighting for the result, with more or less lucky or accuracy or whatever you want to say, but trying. Nobody's trying more than us.
Just mention.
Good afternoon, Coach. My question is directed to and I don't know if just like the coach, you also don't comment on individual players. However, as the captain and the fellow defender, what have you made of Bogazi's impact in the last couple of games, and just him grabbing the opportunity given by the coach with both hands?
Yeah, I think you're right. We don't like commenting on individual players because it puts the spotlight on them. But just to give you a brief, I think ever since he started training with us, you can see that the boy is working really, really hard. He wants to be there. You can see the hunger in him. And I mean, we're not surprised now. Like we've been saying throughout, ever since we started, everyone that comes in, they play to the level that we expect because we see them each and every day at training. And yeah, we are proud of him. We just need to keep going. But yeah, it's been the story of this group, right? There's a player that comes in, he trains, he adapts, and then when the opportunity comes, they grab the opportunity with both hands, and long shall it continue like that.
We'll take the final 3 questions. Repeat offenders, starting with you. Javulo, and who's the other one? Jeff, you still have a question? You covered it. Those are the final 3 questions. We'll start with the gentleman over there.
Hi, Coach. With regards to Pirates obviously competing on all fronts this season, the league, I just want to find out exactly how you feel with regards to games in hand. They always say that games in hand don't mean don't mean points necessarily. So do you think there's a difference that it makes at this stage of the season when you look at the fact that you guys have games in hand, and how does that affect your preparations with the team?
I did answer that question already many times. There's nothing I can do about it, so I try to focus in the things where I can have some influence, and just thinking in the games that we know that we are about to play, the games that we know when and where are we going to play, and that little bit uncertain part of the schedule. We know is there, but we try to not look at that. Like I said, I don't. When I said I don't look at the log or stuff like that, I'm not kidding you. I'm serious. I just think about the next game and try to look at the final games when is the time, but it's not helping me now to think that this is the distance, but still calculate every day if.
If you're ready, Chad, ask the next question.
Just to, I obviously asked the coach, he's not willing to speak about his future, but as players, for you guys, you know what he's achieved, you know the history of the club and what previous coaches have achieved. As players, how does it motivate you to want to also, give back to the coach by giving everything like the coach is saying on the field? And the fans have taken well to the coaches as well. But as players, how do you, the Spanish guitar is an era that not many people will forget at Pirates. But for you guys, how do you feel, in terms of giving back to him when you go out onto the pitch and wanting to win for him?
Yeah, you were right when you started. You haven't been around for a while. Yeah. But I'll answer the question like I've been answering it before. The coach will forgive me for keep on hearing the same words. But yeah, I mean, look, we've been privileged enough to be working with the top coach. Everyone that has been involved with us, the guys that started with us and the guys that are no longer with the group, they can tell you the same thing. We've improved immensely. You can see the difference. Someone asked if we are proud of the season so far, and I mean it's a record-breaking season, so it goes without question. The work that we've been doing ever since we started with the coach. So for us as players, obviously we want to keep going. We want to keep winning. We have shown that we are a different monster. This group, when there's an opportunity for us to go out there and win, we want to grab it. We don't get to a place where we feel like, okay, now we've achieved. As long as the opportunity is there for us, we will go out there and make sure that we do our level best. And that's the mindset that we are getting from the coach, his colleagues, the technical team. So yeah, I mean, we want to win and win. That's the mindset that we have. We want to win for him, for the club, for ourselves, for everyone involved, because the club itself is giving us that opportunity, right, to be present, to be there in the last stages of the season. So yeah, I mean, it's what we all want. I don't think the coach would want to win and the players don't want to win or vice versa. No, we have the same mindset, and I mean, we've shown it, throughout the years. And the work speaks for itself. So we just have to keep humble, keep going, and see where we get when the season ends. Thank you.
Final question, Jabula.
Coach, in terms of the battle for the championship, is it a matter of Sundowns being too good, or is it everyone sort of chasing them not doing enough? And where I'm coming from is that this is a season where they are on their second coach. The core of the technical team that they're using is not coached in the country before, and the way it is rotation, they've heavily rotated their squad because of one eye on the Club World Cup. And at some point, we're using even their third choice goalkeeper. And you compare what they've been able to do, and this is a season where Pirates have broken numerous records of their own, they've excelled. But your best run in terms of winning streak won 7 games and they won 10 games. So what is which in terms of that battle for the championship?
What is the question exactly?
So in terms of the battle for the championship, is it a matter of Sundowns being too good or everyone chasing them not doing enough?
And all of the things that you say after that.
The context of where it's coming from.
Okay, I'll try. They have a lot of points for a reason. If they continue collecting points at the same level, I think they're going over 80 points this season. So you don't need to ask the Orlando Pirates coach if they are good or not. It's obvious they are good in terms of points. They are performing in a level that I think it's new for everyone, right? In terms of points. If we are breaking club records this season, it means that we are also performing so good. But don't go again to the space of the ifs. All right? So still a lot of games to play in the league for us. I think we have to play still 12 games in the league. And in the end of the season is when we have to analyze how close we were or not, or if we were better or we were not. And not trying to find or look for distractions for us. I'm trying to, during the whole press conference, I'm trying to tell you, not only you, that there's no way to distract us. We know the numbers, we know where we are, we know how we are performing, we know why we couldn't get 3 points in our last game. And we're trying to run our race not looking to anybody else. We just want to be ourselves. And if be ourselves is enough in the end of the season to be the champion, we will celebrate it. And if it's not, it's because somebody else is doing better than you. And it doesn't mean that we are not doing well. You don't need to speak bad about Pirates to speak well about Mamelodi Sundowns. I think it's a mistake that you are making all the time. And it's not fair. We are competing so well. Maybe other teams are not doing the same than us, and that's why the league is or couldn't be more equal. But it's not because of Pirates.
On that note, we've come to the conclusion of our press conference. We'll